Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for the 11th of September. And, I guess we'll start off with the obvious thing, the sad thing. And that is, and shortly after I recorded last week's video, but before it was posted, I got that email from Shop Disney letting me know that my last remaining local Disney store was in fact closing. The Arden Fair store will be gone in the next week or two. Which, sucks. And you know, that usually that see you real soon graphic, like, well, no, you're not. You're just abandoning us. You're sacking your cast members and abandoning us. You're not going to see me soon, I guess, except for at, Shop Disney, because at this point, if I want those things, that's the only choice I have, because, they're going to put stuff in Target, but the stuff in Target, one, isn't always Disney Store stuff. Two, the pricing is generally not in line with the Disney Store pricing. And three, it's just not the same thing. So I don't know if we'll try to swing by the Arden Fair store one last time before it goes or not. If we do, that'll probably be a Weekend Magic video, or at least covered in it. But yeah, it's sad and awful and very, very unmagical, especially right before the holidays, when people are going to go there looking for stuff to buy, because there aren't really any toy stores anymore. There's like the Lego store, which I'm glad is hopefully still going to be around, but not at that mall. And then I think they have like a Go Game store, which is kind of a permanent fixture there. But I mean, Go Game stores aren't great. But oh well. Yeah, that's discussed. Now let's move on to the actual magical part of Weekend Magic, which is this week's haul of items. Now, I feel like I've done fairly good recently of having the shows be themed, of having, kind of a singular focus per episode. And this week I don't have that at all. This week is just kind of odds and ends. A couple big things, a couple pins, no rhyme or reason to it at all. It's just stuff I have sitting around that I haven't talked about yet. None of it actually from the last week. I don't think we have anything new in the last week other than what's going to be covered in one of tomorrow's videos, which, just keep an eye out for that. So the first thing we'll look at, we have a couple big things, and then we have 3 pins. The big things are not Disney, the pins all are. Let's look at the big things first, though, because the camera's kind of already set up for it. The first is the item from the most recent Kimchi Kawaii Kickstarter that I've took part in. I think there was actually one other since then that we didn't order anything out of. But this is the last one that we did order stuff out of, and that is Roary. Roary is actually the Kimchi Kawaii mascot. If you look on Roary's tag, you'll see Roary's face. And you'll see that on, I think, at least all of the kind of more modern Kimchi Kawaii stuff. I don't think any of the handmade stuff, like my deviled egg, has that on it. But all the Priest of Poffy line, the punny buns, they all have Roary's face on them. And so she finally went ahead and made a plush of Roary. And he's very, very cute. Little tiger. I think it's a different one, too, with a different name. That was part of a Kickstarter that didn't make it through. I could be wrong, though, but I think there's one that has like a different pattern on the head and a different name. And I don't remember what it is right now. But as with all Kimchi Kawaii items, it's incredibly cute. She did actually have these for sale at SAC Anime. And of course, we already had one, so we didn't need to buy one there. But yeah, she had enough of them that she actually did have them the whole weekend long, which is nice. Very cute. Doesn't really fit in thematically with the other stuff we have from her. But I mean, how can you say no to that face? You can't. That's the answer. You can't. All right. And our other big item, completely opposite of cute and cuddly, is an action figure, or actually a set of action figures based on the movie Puppet Master. If you've never seen Puppet Master, check it out. The first 3 are quite good. The first one and the third one are quite good. The second one's a little iffy, but it does introduce a cool character. And the fourth one's okay. I'm going to say it goes pretty downhill after that, to the point that I think like the 6th one, I think it's called Curse of the Puppet Master, is essentially a clip episode. It's all clips from like earlier movies with maybe like a 20-30 minutes of new content. And there's that whole era of full moon movies is kind of like that. Like Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys is like 80% clips from other movies. You know what? No, I'm thinking of Dollman versus Demonic Toys is 80% clips from other movies. I know there is a Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, but I don't actually remember it. I do know I've seen it, but it's so good that I don't remember what it was about. But this set features 2 different puppets. Definitely check out the first one. The first one's like a classic. The animation of the puppets is quite good. And this one features Tunneler and Pinhead. There's actually another set that I haven't been able to find that features the better 2 characters, Blade and Torch. And yeah, I'm sure I've shown it before, but Blade is my favorite character from the series. Actually, one of my favorite pieces in my collection is let's pan up. Right there, my Blade figure. I got that like back at Spencer Gifts before it was all about weed and sex toys. And it's one of the favorite pieces in my collection, my Blade figure there. It's the special bloody variant. It's quite expensive online. Of course, in box. Mine's not in box. My box has been gone for 25 years. But this is put up by Neca, who makes, some nice figures, I believe. My Pennywise, pan up a bit. I believe my Pennywise there is also from Neca. And they make some nice figures. Kind of the nicest things you can get in America without like import, like, Figmas and Revoltex and stuff, Nendoroids. And this one, it's kind of interesting in that because you get 2 figures, but they are very small figures. I thought at first maybe it's supposed to be like, so they're like scale size to other figures that Neca makes, but they're actually still too big for that. The box is neat though, because it is like a replica of Andre Toulon's case that he stores the puppets in and carries them around in. And you get Pinhead, named so for his tiny little pinhead, and big muscular body. He's interesting to watch them animate because his hands are like real person's hands on the end of puppet arms. Kind of like the Swedish Chef, only he kills people. And then we have Tunneler, who has the ability to drill through things. Walls, floors, the ground, your neck, whatever. And we have little accessories, extra hands. We have some like big hooks. We have a vial of I believe that is the solution that brings the puppets to life to begin with. We have Tunneler's gun and pickaxe. Or did Pinhead have the gun? No, I think Tunneler had the gun and the pickaxe. Pinhead just has his fists. Because really, what else do you need? But yeah, I would like to get the set that has Blade and Torch in it, because frankly, they are cooler characters. I wish they had made more in that big size. I think the only ones they ever made were Blade and Decapitron, which is unique in that it actually has the head of the guy that played Andre Toulon from like episode 3 onwards, at least through episodes like 4 and 5. If I remember right, 4 actually ended the cliffhanger, and then the actor didn't come back, and 5 kind of has to weirdly retcon that cliffhanger. It's been a while since I've seen like any of the Puppet Masters, but fond memories. I remember seeing Puppet Master the first time when I was in high school. I actually had a like used Blockbuster VHS of it, so I could watch it over and over again, because didn't have video on demand back then. Anyway, it was VHS times. But it's a nice little set, and I do hope to get the other 2 figures. I don't know yet if I'm going to take them out of the box or not. Obviously, I'm not super against taking these guys out of their boxes. I got Pennywise out there after all. But yeah, I'm not sure what I will do with them yet. But I saw them, and I figured if I didn't pick them up then, I probably never would be able to. All right, small things. We have 3 pins now. Let's take a look at those. All right, our first pin is kind of going along with a theme we've done in some previous episodes, and that is one of these little Marvel kind of icon pins. I don't know if they actually have a proper name for them or not, but this one is Black Panther. Has a lovely gold background in him. They actually have now a Captain Carter one of these, which I'm kind of tempted to get. I like the Captain Carter character. Speaking of Captain Carter, this week they finally got around to showing the What If Zombies episode. I've been waiting for that Marvel Zombies one, like, since I first saw the trailer. And one, awesome that Chadwick Boseman had actually recorded dialogue for it. And, I'm sorry, that probably is a spoiler. I should have warned you about that. But interesting that they completely ignored Marvel Zombies entirely. The What If Zombies has nothing to do with Marvel Zombies. Of course, I wondered how they were going to handle that, since Marvel Zombies starts out with both the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, neither of whom exist in the MCU, and What If does seem to firmly be based on the MCU. So they have a completely different origin for the zombies. Also, as I recall from the books, Army of Darkness is technically canon to the Marvel Zombies universe, and obviously they're not going to have Ash showing up in Marvel What If. But I enjoyed the way they handled it. I enjoyed the characters they featured in it. I even kind of enjoyed the way they got around the fact that it's a fairly adult and gory series by making everything green and not bloody. But I enjoyed it. I definitely want that Captain America minifigure now. I kind of hope they do some more of the zombified Avengers as minifigures. But anyways, yeah, I basically spoiled that Black Panther does appear in that episode. And it was nice to hear Chadwick Boseman probably for the last time. I mean, I frankly thought after the What If T'Challa Became Star-Lord episode, we would never get any new content from Chadwick Boseman. But hopefully, maybe there's like 3 or 4 episodes left, so maybe there's another one he recorded for. I don't know. But it was nice to hear his voice as Black Panther at least one last time. And yeah, anyways, the pin is quite nice. It's open edition, $9.99 on Shop Disney. Obviously not in Disney Store because that doesn't exist basically for all intents and purposes. This coming week will be when most of them shut down. And then my last local one is due to shut down no later than the 22nd. Yep, it's a nice pin, very shiny. And yeah, we may end up getting some more of these. I'm not trying to get the whole collection of these. I think my wife actually ordered this one because she liked it. Because it's a nice pin and, it's Black Panther. Now our last 2 pins we'll just do together because they are both Disney Visa Reward Card pins. This one actually, I'm not sure when it came out. So she got the Disney Rewards magazine, and it showed in it a Disney Rewards pin. Didn't have like a release date on it. So she went and looked for it because, we didn't know about it. And what she found for Disney Rewards, or for Visa Rewards, is this one. It's Mickey and Minnie in black and white flying around the castle. And it says Disney Rewards 2021 on it. I guess it's limited edition or limited release. Anyways, you have to have you have to pay for it with your Disney Rewards Visa card to be able to get it. And so, yeah, she ordered it. But the one that she was waiting for did pop up a few days later, and that is this one with Minnie Mouse on it. Again, Disney Rewards 2021, it says on there. And it's Minnie in front of her house. I'm trying to remember if we have a Mickey one like this or not. I know we have some other rewards stuff. I think the metal store opening key was a rewards item, which is still on the site actually if you want to order one and you have a Disney Rewards Visa and you want to have a memory of the Disney store opening keys, since those are actually going to now cease to be a thing for all intents and purposes, I guess, unless you go like Times Square or something. One of the big stores that, as far as I know, they aren't shutting down yet. Anyways, they're both very nice. They're fairly basic, straightforward pins. Nothing particularly special about them. They're just one level, no pin-on-pin stuff here. I don't remember how much they cost, and they don't say on them. And I don't know if they're still on the Shop Disney site or not. We've actually had these for a couple weeks. I just was doing themed episodes, and so I didn't do anything with them. But yeah, there they are. So that's all we had to look at this week, which means we are now at the part of the episode that nobody cares about, and that's what got me through this week. And I've already mentioned What If Zombies was quite good, but that's not what got me through this week. I'm not going to just pick What If every week. Actually, I think I haven't picked it one week since it actually started airing, but I'm not going to pick What If every week going on either. What got me this week's actually an old TV show called Happy Endings. It's actually about 10 years old now. It aired originally in, I think, 2011 through 2013 on ABC on, Wednesday nights. I think it was, after Modern Family, or it was, in that block with Modern Family, back when Modern Family was good. And it's a very fun little show if you've never watched it, and it recently popped up on Netflix. I think it may be on HBO Max as well, but we're watching it on Netflix. We're about halfway through the second season. It's a fairly quick run. It's only, I don't think it ever actually got more than 20 episodes a season, so it's not a super long series, but it has a fantastic cast. If you've never seen it, it's got Eliza Coupe, Alicia Cuthbert, Zachary Knighton, Adam Pawley, Damon Wayans Jr., and Casey Wilson as the main characters. It's kind of, I think a lot of people would be tempted to compare it to Friends, and I think that's a bad idea. It's not like Friends, because for one thing, it's funny, and for another, it didn't get its full life. To me, it hits a lot of the same marks that, say, Community hits. It's very fast. If you didn't think a joke was funny, well, don't worry. Another one's coming in a second. There's a great level of charisma between the actors. They're believable as friends. And it's a fun, fairly light-hearted series. There's no real darkness, no real depth. I mean, the premise is dark, but sort of. I mean, it starts off with Elisha Cuthbert's character, Alex, running out on her wedding. So I guess that's another kind of Friendsy comparison, because that's how Friends started, isn't it? Essentially, with Jennifer Aniston character like breaking up with her fiance. It's that kind of thing, but funny. The other show it reminds me of a little bit, tonally and just the way the characters interact, is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but like if all the characters on that show weren't just horrible garbage people. Yeah, that's what got me through this week. Watching old episodes of Happy Endings on Netflix. If you've never watched it, give it a try. It's a lot of fun, and I think honestly, 10 years in, I think it still holds up pretty well. And that's going to do it for this week. I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you want to see me look at more stuff that I've spent money on, come back for tomorrow's episodes. There's actually going to be 2 videos tomorrow for the SAC anime from last week. One, a video of the actual convention itself, and then another just of the stuff we bought. So yeah, if you like watching haul videos, come back tomorrow, at least for that part. If you like going to conventions and don't feel it's safe to do so yet, come on, watch the first video, which will be a video from the convention itself. But anyways, I hope you found this all interesting and entertaining. I think I said that already, but I'm saying it again. If you did like it or enjoy it or find anything interesting in it at all, please give it a like and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And hey, while you're at it, go ahead and ring that little bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos. And I will see you in the next video.